What up, YouTube? I'm back. So after last week's banger of an episode, it's back to filler in the Boruto anime. Obviously, we all know how good last week's episode was. The animation and everything about it was good. It was really the end of the first arc of the manga, because I think in the first few months in the manga, it was just, the Boruto movie that they were recapping. But now, that was the first really adaptation of the manga in the anime, so that was pretty cool to see. But it seems like in the next few episodes, I think the next 5 episodes is gonna be filler, so it's unfortunate, but I can't wait to see what's coming next, for the canon Boruto anime, but I don't know if I'm gonna review every filler, but this week's episode was pretty fun, because it was basically about medical ninjutsu, and that's always interesting to me because you really need to be good at chakra control to do it, so let's get right to it. So I know a lot of you guys doesn't like the Sakura character, including myself, but we all know that in the Naruto verse, she's quote unquote useless, because she doesn't do a lot, in the Naruto universe. But one of the things that she's always been good at is chakra control, and we've seen that ever since, the first arc of the Naruto series when Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura were climbing trees with their chakra, so we've known ever since that Sakura is really good at chakra control, so I thought that was pretty cool that she's the head of the medical ninjutsu corps, in Konoha, and that she was the one, teaching the kids in this week's episode how to do medical ninjutsu, so I thought that was pretty cool. The kids that were there for the lesson was Sarada, Iwabe, Inogen, and Wasabi. I think that's her name. If I remember, or my bad about that, but they were there for to represent, their respective team. So that was also pretty cool. Sarada and Iwabe are two of my favorite characters in the Boruto anime. They're probably my two favorite kid character, so I thought that was pretty cool that they were at that lesson right there. Obviously, Sarada, from what we've learned in this week's episode, is that she's not really good at medical ninjutsu, she's good at the writing part, but the practical part, she's not really good at it, and one of the things that was funny during the episode is that some things were happening that made her pass a test, so there were like 5 tests, and every time there was something that happened that made her pass, even though she wasn't really good at what she was doing, so that was kind of funny to me. And even her face on that shot right there just shows how, she was like, yeah, I can pass even though I'm not really doing anything. So I thought that was a pretty funny episode for that part of the episode, especially Sarada, because she's not really good at that. But the thing that I really appreciate in that episode is that they showed how much pressure Sarada had on herself because her mom is, the best medical ninjutsu specialist in the village, so she wants to be as good or better than her mom, and everyone expect her to be that good at medical ninjutsu because her mom is the best at it, so I thought that was pretty cool that they showed that, because these guys have legendary parents, Boruto has Naruto, Sarada has Sasuke, and Sakura, so she has a lot of expectation on her shoulders, and that reminded me a lot of children of NBA players, like LeBron's son or Dwayne Wade's sons. They have a lot of pressure on themselves because they want to make it to the league because their dad are legends, so I thought that was a pretty cool part of the episode. We also saw Shizune a little bit later in the episode. She's older, but it doesn't look a lot like she's older, so that I thought was interesting, even though we've seen her before, in the anyways. Like Shizune said, Sakura wasn't good at all at medical ninjutsu at first, even though she was Tsunade's pupil, she wasn't good at all. She had to work really hard under Tsunade to perfect medical ninjutsu, so that's basically what Shizune told Sarada, so that Sarada could feel better. So if she works hard, she'll be able to use medical ninjutsu, and that makes me think that she'll have that in her repertoire of jutsu. So I can't wait to see Sarada's growth as a character and see how many jutsus she'll be able to have in her repertoire. So Sarada is my favorite character of the kids in the Boruto anime. So man, I really can't wait to see her growth as a character. But yeah, man, that was this week's review and this week's episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generation. Like I said, I think it's gonna be 4 more episodes of filler before we go back to manga stuff, so I can't wait. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I do Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews every Sunday morning, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Tower of Gods reviews on Wednesdays, One Piece reviews on Saturdays. And that's it. Boku no Hero Academia season 4 is over, so we'll wait for season 5, and then Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld Part 2 was supposed to air later this month, but it's been pushed back because of the coronavirus in July, so we'll wait for that. There's also the Haikyuu anime coming back in July, so stay tuned for all of that. Follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.